Hey, Donny Walker and Ben here today from Ben's Trees in Richmond, BC. He's from the mainland, and here we are over on Vancouver Island here. Ben's been hanging out with me for a couple days. We've been, this morning we started working on some of his saws. We fixed a old 298 Husqvarna, sort of like a 2100. What did we do on that one?
Whoa.
Oh, he fixed the... Oh, a gasket was missing on the intake, so it might have been sucking air. That's why it was dying out in the top end. So we fixed that and just checked it over. It's an old school saw, 40 years old, but it actually still runs pretty decently. I'm just doing this 365 right now. It's a old school 365. It's a bit wore, but it's okay. It was already running, but we're just going to do a quick kind of a minor port job. Gasket delete and a muffler mod. It's already got the unlimited coil on it, and Ben's just actually going to buy a brand new 572 because he needs one in this kind of category, 65 to 70 cc range. But we're just piecing a couple old ones together here just to get him going because he's got the stuff, all OEM parts. So he's got one in each class. He's got a 550 you use with a 20-inch bar, Ben?
Yeah.
And do you run 3/8 on that or 325?
325.
325. Yeah, that's better. Than all these saws, he runs 3/8.
Yeah.
So this one you're gonna be running what, 24-inch?
Yeah, probably no more than 25 when it's out.
Yeah.
I think that's enough.
So this is the first day I've been back kind of wrenching. We've been working for a couple hours here now this morning. I got my one knee on my scooter thing here, and kind of weird to be back at her, but it's all good. So Ben, how long? Ben's actually originally from England. How long have you lived in Canada now?
I've been here just over 10 years.
For 10 years, eh?
Yeah, I came straight to Davy Tree when I got here.
Davy Tree Service. So they sponsored you to come here?
Yeah, they did, yeah. So I came over here, worked for them for probably 3 or 4 years before setting up on my own.
Yeah, so they kind of trained you and you got citizenship?
Yeah, so I got all that. I never climbed before I came to Canada, so I sort of learnt a lot of climbing.
Yep.
Through all the in-house training that Davey does, which was really good.
Yep, right on.
Before that I was hardwood falling back in England for 4 or 5 years.
So Ben did falling in England with mainly obviously hardwood because that's what they have over there. Now, do you see quite a difference in falling hardwood versus softwood over here?
Yeah. I mean, I don't fall a lot of stuff. I'm not a logger here. I don't fall big trees, but definitely it's more the softwood stuff we're taking down over here. So yeah. But there is a big difference. I mean, there's a lot of things you have to take into consideration between the hard and softwoods. There's lots of variables, so it's not all the same sort of techniques. But I enjoy it. Every tree's different, so you're always learning.
Yep, right on.
Yeah.
So Ben just bought a brand new T540 Mark III, they're called now, which is good, and it's running really well. Wasn't a real fan of T540, the original ones. So me and my brother at Walker's, we stopped selling them a few years ago just because they had too many problems. You got one that was good, it would run good. The next one it had problems with. So first generation of those I wasn't very impressed with. But the new one Ben's got, he seems to be running good for him. And he also has got himself a muffler mod that we're going to put on here today from Gordy from West Coast Saws. So maybe we could go out and grab that saw and we'll show him that little muffler, eh? Yeah, so Ben's just come over to get his whole fleet kind of working here before he goes back. Some of his saws have been sitting here for a while, and I'm like, I got to get them going for him. So I thought, my first day back at her, I'll finish putting his old ones here back together. I'm just putting the carburetor back on now. I've already gone through it. We know that's the lung of the engine, right? So yeah, I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm on one leg still, but I get my cast off tomorrow. Then I get a air pump up cast. And then still can't be on my feet for a while, so I'll still be down here doing the old 1-footer. Okay, so we're gonna finish off putting this 365 back together later. I've already dual piped it. And if you could just grab me that drill there, Ben, I just want to show people this. This is how I build my mufflers. I like them with the pipes like this, angled kind of down into the side, kind of by the chain. It would blow, and this side blows over this way. You can wrap your hand around on the full wrap or handlebar and warm your hand if it's winter. But that to me is the simplest way to make an OEM muffler into a mod one. This is like about a 5/8 pipe, and some of the bigger ones on the bigger saws, I'll use the larger diameter pipe. It's basically an electrical conduit pipe. So you just uni-bit this sucker to the size and just weld them in there, braze them in. Simple. You know, that's better, you know. There's a lot of muffler designs out there. You guys all know that, watching everyone's channels, man. But this is simple, and it's fine. He doesn't care too much about forest regulations. Well, he does, but as far as fire season goes, he'd have to put a stock muffler back on once it gets hot out there. But this will work fine. A person can even put clamps on here with hose clamps with a screen if you had to. But he's got stock mufflers off old saws. He's better off to throw one on when in the fire season. So yeah, we're going to put this on there and a set of full wrap for him. Change his wore out sprocket. So yeah, let's have a look at this 540 now. Here's the nice little muffler made from Gordy. Pretty nice, WCS. So it should be pretty much just a bolt the old one off and bolt the new one on, eh? I don't know if Gordy's done any installation videos, but we'll figure it out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking piece.
Nice looking piece. Very good, Gordy. And anyone you guys watching Gordy's YouTube videos, he did one the other day when he was down at the Oregon chainsaw, the chain factory, which they make all the chain in Oregon and around Portland area, okay? You should watch that video because he explains a lot about sprocket wear, different gauges of chain, of you know, full house versus full comp versus skimmy skip, full skip, right? A lot of people don't understand all that terminology with the pitch of chains and the different types of cutters that they have. Sprockets, you know, Oregon says you should change one after like 2 chains wore out. They're pretty much right. Sometimes on a sprocket, you know, they do have wear indicators on them now, little lines. But you think about it, even though it's wore down that line, yes, it should be replaced. But where the chain grabs the sprocket and turns it, that gets worn down and inside there. So now you're like maybe 10 thou, 15 thousandths wore. So now your chain's going like this, right? So if your chains are stretching and you're having them flip off and stuff, most of the times it's the sprocket or your bar pitch isn't right, maybe. So you know what? Be changing your sprockets, man. They're only like, maybe in the US, $10. You know, come on now. Change your sprockets, fuel filter and spark plug every like maybe a month. You know, depending how much you're using your saw, but keep up with the maintenance. Anyways, that's all we're going to talk about right now. Ben's going to head back to Vancouver tonight probably, and he's going to leave me. We might do another 372X torque for your buddy.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, for Pete.
For your that guy.
Oh, there's a
that X torque one.
To put a new cylinder.
Then I'm going to look over this 395 that he's got here too. That's got an aftermarket cylinder on it. We do have an OEM one that we might change, but we're going to pull it apart in a bit here and check it out. Got a nice McCullough shirt from my friend Jambo up at the t-shirt shop. He's the one that's going to make my t-shirts. So I'll shoot you guys a video in the next little bit and show you the design of the t-shirt.
Oh, I got this one too.
Oh, he's got one. Party till you're homeless. Yeah, don't do that, man.
No.
So anyways, there we go. It's Sunday. You don't usually see me here on a Sunday, but just the way things have been. I've been sitting on that chair up there for so long, man. I had to get down here and do something, so.
Yeah, we started the shop out a bit as well. We moved
some stuff
around. And
Ben helped me clean up, and we organized it a bit here, so I'm good to go. So keep your saw into it, stick a nice rub in the road. Stay off those ladders if you don't have any help holding you up. And if you are in the mainland, anywhere on the mainland there, Ben does pretty much everything out towards Chilliwack, maybe.
Yeah.
Give him a shout. He's a good bloke, even though he's from England. We don't. It's okay. And I made him watch a hockey game the other day. There was no cricket on.
I thought it was pool we were watching.
Pool?
Oh, snooker or something.
Snooker or something. Yeah. Anyways, we're having a good time here. You guys all have a good day. Thanks for watching, and we'll all catch you soon. And yeah, maybe I'll be on 2 feet in a couple months. Okay, bye now.
Bye-bye.